Today we are diving into something that has truly changed my life and for thousands of years, many more people's lives. We are talking about yoga, but not just as exercise. We are talking about how yoga strengthens the mind and body connection and why that matters now more than ever. If you have ever felt anxious, disconnected, or like you're just going through the motions in life, this video might just be your invitation to come back home to yourself. So let's begin. Remember to keep your pen and paper ready. What is mind and body connection? Let's break it down. How we think influences how we feel, and how we feel influences how we think, communicate, and behave. This is the mind-body connection. The mind-body connection is the idea that our thoughts, emotions, and mental state can directly affect our physical health and vice versa. Sounds simple, right? But here's the thing. Most of us live disconnected from our bodies. We are constantly in our heads, planning, worrying, scrolling, doing. Meanwhile, our bodies are quietly holding all that stress, tension, and even trauma. Have you ever had a day where your shoulders were tight, your jaw clenched, and your stomach upset, and you realized you have been stressed out all day but had not even noticed? That is a mind-body disconnect. For me, it was last year when I suddenly got present to the stiffness in my body. I'm very conscious of my weekly exercise routine, but one day I was bending down to get some stuff out of the cupboard, and while straightening up, I felt my back was just stuck. I had to slowly ease myself into the standing position. This was alarm bells ringing. It told me that my back had stiffness. Our back holds the spine, which is the backbone of our body. The stiffness in the back gave me the indication that I was feeling stressed about holding things together in various areas of my life. That was the day I decided to restart on the yoga journey. Yoga helps us reconnect. It's not about flexibility or headstands. It's a practice of awareness, of being fully present in your body in this moment without judgment. Every inhale, every exhale, every posture is a chance to turn inward. When I restarted my yoga sessions, I used to rush through life like I was in a race. My anxiety was sky high, I couldn't sleep, and I always felt disconnected. Yoga was the first time I was invited to slow down, to actually feel my body again. And I will be honest, the first few times I cried in Savasana. Not because I was sad, but because I was finally safe enough to feel. Now let's talk science for a minute. When we do yoga, we are not just stretching muscles, we are activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of us that says, you're safe, you can rest, and you can heal. Here is what is happening when you step on your mat. Your breathing slows down, reducing cortisol, the stress hormone in our body. Your vagus nerve is stimulated, calming your entire nervous system. Your muscles release tension that has been held for days, weeks, even years. Your brain starts producing GABA and serotonin, which regulate mood. In short, yoga is a full body reset. Imagine your body is a phone with 27 tabs open, 3 apps crashing, and a low battery. Yoga is like force quitting all those tabs, clearing the cache, and plugging in the charger. Yoga is not just movement, it's mindful movement. That means while you're stretching your body, you're also watching your thoughts, feeling your emotions, being curious instead of critical. Let's say you are in Warrior 2. Your legs are burning, your arms are shaking. Instead of saying, I can't do this, yoga invites you to say, what if I just breathe through this moment? What is here for me to notice right now? That shift from judgment to curiosity, that is mind-body connection. Because guess what? The way we show up on the mat is often how we show up in life. If we push too hard, ignore our limits, or get frustrated with ourselves in yoga, we are probably doing that off the mat too. The next time you are on your mat, ask yourself, what is my body telling me? And am I listening? Here is something that surprises a lot of people when they start yoga. You might start crying, you might feel angry or joyful, or leave out of nowhere. And that is not weakness, that is release. We store emotions in our tissues, especially the hips, shoulders, the chest, and our back. Yoga opens those spaces gently, allowing old energy to move out. I once had a woman in class who burst into tears in pigeon pose. She apologized afterward, and I told her, "You don't need to be sorry. You just released something your body was holding for years." Yoga doesn't just stretch your body, it softens your armor. That's powerful. Even if you're not good at yoga, okay, so maybe you're thinking, "I'm not flexible, I've never done yoga, I'm too old, too stiff, too busy." And let me say this loud and clear. You don't need to be flexible to do yoga. You don't need fancy clothes or a perfect body. You just need a body and a breath. Yoga meets you exactly where you are. Start with 5 minutes. Sit, breathe, move gently, listen. That is yoga. What you can start with is probably yin yoga. Great for deep relaxation and emotional release. Second is hatha yoga. Slower paced, accessible. Third is restorative yoga. Ideal for stress, trauma, or fatigue. Fourth is chair yoga, perfect for limited mobility. So if life has been feeling disconnected, if your mind is racing and your body is tense, if you have been surviving but not really living, yoga might just be your pathway back. Back to presence, back to your body, back to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. A very, very happy Yoga Day. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. I would love to hear how yoga has helped you or what you're curious about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a little reconnection today. And see you soon on the mat.